Hi everybody, it's Lisa, Twyla's mom, and I am coming to you today with our Who Knew series. Yeah. This time we are going to talk about duct tape. Duct tape. D-U-C-T tape. And here are the two that we're going to discuss. This one right here, right there. And then this one on the very bottom. So, let's discuss. Secret key. Duct tape a spare key to a... Duct tape a spare key to the undercarriage of your car or in a wheel well, and you will never get locked out again. Make sure to do it in a location other than the driver's side door where thieves may check. Okay, I have a problem with this one. Duct tape, as strong as it may be, if you don't have all that dirt and debris cleaned out from that location under your car, it won't stick. Also too, you know, sometimes it'll get wet and it will lose its stickiness, you know, when it's stuck to something. That will happen too. It's got to kind of be stuck with itself. You know, like if you have a leaky pipe or something and you wrap it around, you're sticking it to itself so that the water doesn't cause it to lose its adhesiveness. But if you just take a strip of it and stick it somewhere, my experience that if it gets wet, it will start to lose its stickiness. Wouldn't you be just better off taking a magnet, you know, a strong little magnet, super glue it to your key, you know, because they all have that little key, that top to their key. And it could be like a long magnet, and you know, you just want to super glue that little top. I wish I had a key here to show you what I'm talking about. Here. Let's pretend like my scissors is a key. And this is the part that you're going to stick in your door. This is the part that you put on your key ring. You would put a magnet on that part, super glue it, and just stick the magnet to the car. I don't trust the duct tape for that. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I mean, is this something that you guys would trust to do and to last and all that business? Because the underside of a car, the undercarriage of a car, the inside of a wheel well, that is gross. It's dirty. It's, yeah. So are you gonna, and when you're thinking of doing this, are you actually gonna go out there and give your car a really good bath before you do it? No, most of us wouldn't do that. We would just go out there and stick it on there. So I don't trust this one. What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't trust this one. Okay, the next one is keep kids' hands warm. If you got to do this, your kid don't need no gloves. If they feel like they don't, I mean, yeah, a 3-year-old don't want to keep his gloves on, but he wants to go out and play. Isn't there consequences to be made if you're, even if you're 3? You're going to know your hands are getting cold. You're going to complain to your mom and everything. She's going to tell you, well, put your gloves on, silly, then your hands won't get cold, you know. And anyway, it says, if your child refuses to wear gloves or mittens, don't give him the opportunity to take them off once he goes outside to play. duct tape the cuffs of the gloves to the cuffs of his coat. For one thing, how are you going to get that off? When you duct tape around his, how are you going to get it off? And then once you find the edge and get it peeled off, and here you are wrangling with a toddler who went out in the yard to play with, and they're burning alive at this point because they came in the house. So you're trying to get that duct tape off. Then when you pull it off, you take off, all the fuzzies and everything else that go along with him, the glove and all that. And if you don't buy really cheap duct tape, that's expensive. It's expensive to do because duct tape isn't cheap. And isn't it almost a little like, I don't know. Although it would work. It would honestly work. I don't know that I would try it because I feel like kids kind of learn a life experience in this way, like if they go out to play in the snow. Because my kids have done it, taken off their gloves while they're out playing in the snow. And then they come running in, oh, Mama, my hands are cold. And it's like, well, why'd you take your gloves off? Go get your gloves. Let's put your gloves back on. And they didn't do it for the rest of the day. Now, the next day when they went out, they'd do it again. Mama, my hands are cold. And you put the gloves back on and they'd go out. And it's kind of it's kind of a way you're teaching them there's consequences for going out in the cold without your gloves. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I'd do this one either. Although it's a great idea. It would work. It would honestly work because your kid ain't gonna be able to get them mittens off with that duct tape on him. It would work. But like I said, that would start getting expensive. It would. You know what would work, which would end up hurting more than anything, is if you have quitter socks, duct tape those to your legs. And then when you pull those off, you rip, you'd never shave that spot in your life again. Rip, there goes all the hair. How many of you would actually do this? Duct tape your kids' gloves to their coat, so they couldn't take them off. Now, I could see an infant, like a 8 or 9 month old. You all go out sledding and, you want the baby to experience with you. And he's got his little snowsuit on and his little mittens. Well, babies hate mittens. They hate them. They hate anything, keeping their hands covered because they're learning. They're learning how to grab. They're learning how to eat, things like that. They hate having their hands covered up. So I could see a baby, doing a little bit of duct tape around the edge so that, they wouldn't pull those little mittens off. But like a 3-year-old and up, no. It's like, you should have kept the gloves on, kid. You are a silly goose right now. I told you this would happen. No, I'm not doing this for a kid that old because they need to learn, right? They need to learn that, okay, this is the consequences. And you're the adult watching them. You can tell if they're about to get frostbite or something and, hey, you better put your gloves on right now, mister, or you're going in the house. And if they don't, they go in the house. But, I could see an infant. Like I said, 9, 10 months old, you all go sledding, and you know, you got the bonfire going, you know, a family outing, and babies will not keep those mittens on. That's why most of the snowsuits have them already sewed in, or they've got those little buttons on the cuffs that keep the mittens in place, because babies are going to pull them off. But I would choose a cute one, cute duct tape that goes with the snowsuit. Yeah, so, yeah. Because then you could just keep them attached to the little snowsuit. You can just keep them attached all the time. You know, there's no reason to take a baby's off, you know, because you got to zip them up into those things. But a 3-year-old and up, no. I wouldn't do that. Because those little boogers, they know when they're getting cold. 3-year-olds know when they're getting cold, and they come running to you. My hands are frozen, Mommy. You know. So, you tell them, oh, you silly thing, you should have kept your gloves on. So you help them put their gloves on. And then if they take them off again, okay, you're going in the house because I'm tired of this. Okay, so the first one I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust that one, you know, where you put the key under your car with duct tape. I wouldn't trust that one. Because even the best duct tape isn't going to stick to a bunch of mud and gunk that's on the bottom of your car. It ain't going to work. I don't think it would work. The magnet, though, you know, super gluing it to a magnet. Don't super glue the part that you're going to stick in your car. You know, in your car door. You know, the key part. Only super glue the part that has little holes that's going to be attached to a keychain. Or, if you want, just put it on one of those rings and super glue that. The duct tape for the kids, an infant maybe. You know, a babe, you know, an infant. Not a 3-year-old or up. No. It's like you guys have got to learn that this is what happens. If you don't let them learn that this is what's going to happen, you know, within moderation. Don't leave them out there to get frostbite. No. You are the adult. So you keep an eye on things, right? You know, hey, they've been out there for a while, and they have no gloves on, and they're making a snowman. I need to get his butt back in here because I'm going to end up taking him to the ER for frostbite. You're the adult. Monitor it. But chances are they're going to come running in after about 5 minutes, 10 minutes after handling that wet, cold snow and tell you, my hands are cold, help me put my gloves back on. You know, so, and then you just tell them, you do this again, Junior, you're coming in the house because you're not going to be running in and out having me put these gloves on. Do you hear me? And stick to your guns, you know, get in here the second time you came in here without any gloves on. Come on, you're staying in. But, because how are they going to learn? Are you going to tape their gloves to their coat when they're teenagers because they take their gloves off? Teenagers don't even wear coats. They don't. At least mine never did. I just used to want to choke them. They'd come walking home from school or whatever, walking in from the bus, and they have no coat on, and we're talking 14, 15-year-old. Where's your coat? Oh, it's upstairs. You didn't wear it to school? You know, because you're at work when a teenager goes to school. And they're like, oh, no, I just didn't feel like it. Or I was in a hurry. I just spent $100 on you for a winter coat. And you're not wearing it? What the freak? That used to drive me nuts when my boys... No, Twyla never did that. She wore her coat. But it just drove me nuts when my boys did that. And they all did that. They all did it, thinking just a long sleeve shirt was enough. And who am I to say it wasn't? By the time my boys were 15, they were, other than Jimmy, my oldest, they were pretty big boys. They were real tall, they had some muscle on them and stuff, but Jimmy never did. Jimmy never was a big guy. But anyway, so we're digressing here. So, would you guys duct tape a key to the bottom of your car? Tell me what you think. And would you duct tape your child's gloves to his coat so he couldn't take them off? No. I wouldn't do either one. No. So that is this week's Who Knew? I look forward to hearing what you knew down in the comments below. I do, because duct tape is a magical thing. Yes, it is not only functional and a good tool to have in the house, it can be very pretty at the same time. So, I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. You know I love to hear from each and every one of you. Bye!